So I've been playing Bad North for a while now. I've gotten a little bit better at it. Understand the game a little more than I did in my last video. Huh?
Rat Style.
Oh, Rat Isle?
Oh.
Is that what it says? That's what it says right there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, we're on Rat Isle right now. So I've got 6 commanders right now. It takes a lot of effort to build up this many commanders. I've got 6 commanders, which means I can actually tackle 2 islands every turn, which vastly increases the rewards that I can get. But it's a little riskier, especially, you know, since I'm only taking 3 troops into battle each time. But I think it's worth it sometimes. Like, for instance, right now, I can recruit another troop here at Fraggle Island, and I can also grab an item here. So let's start here. Let's start with Stahlberg. Oh, so this is Calliope, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know her. All right, so this is a really difficult island to defend. I'm going to have a bunch of Vikings attacking me shortly, and the problem is it's got a big, wide, flat area on the ground without a lot of really easily defensible spots. I might end up having to sacrifice those 2 lower houses because I simply can't defend them against certain kinds of attacks. I'm going to try to do this with only 3 troops, which is going to be a challenge.
Why can't you do it with 4?
Because I want to defend 2 islands this turn. And so I only have 6 troops. So if I use 4 now, how many will I have left for the next island?
Oh, only 2.
Exactly. And 2 is definitely not enough. So I'm going to try to do this with 3. I might end up having to kind of give up and escape. I don't know. Because this is a very difficult island. And it looks like there's several different ways that people can get up on top of the island. I'll show you that in a minute. So, okay, so I'm going to get 1 of each type of troop. I'll deploy. And so as you can see, when I go into movement mode, you can see these little white dotted lines that show you the access points. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 basically access points up to this area. Now, if there was only 1 or 2, that'd be really easy to defend. But because there's 4, this is basically a disaster waiting to happen. So let's see if I can just...
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's one up on this backside here. And then there's a double one right here. I'm just counting this as 1. And then, yeah, 3, 4. So let's let them come, see what happens. This might just be the worst thing ever. Okay, so we got Vikings. Vikings are the worst, most difficult enemies. If I can get them to attack my pikemen head on, then things won't be too bad. Let's get my archers up here. Better yet, if I can knock them into the sea, that might actually be the best.
We like knock them off their boat?
Like right after they get out of their boat, I might be able to knock them into the ocean. So as soon as a boat shoves its way on, and they hop out.
You're just gonna run over there.
Yep. Okay, that was a disaster. They didn't bounce as far as other guys bounce.
Oh, one guy got in the ocean.
Okay, that could have gone way worse. I feel very lucky. Okay, so now I'm hoping that these Vikings are going to climb up one of these narrow ridges. If they climb up a narrow ridge, that's actually really good for me, because I can use my pikemen to poke them up, to kind of poke them until they give up. But okay, no, they're not going that way.
They're going on the freeways.
Yeah, it looks like they might be going after those houses down below. And then there's 2 more pike. Okay, so what I need to do is actually I'm going to keep my pikemen right here. I'm going to bring these guys. Okay, so these guys. Okay, so these Vikings, they're going after these houses. It might not be possible for me to defend those houses. Maybe if I injure these guys enough with arrows, I will be able to attack them with my infantry and not just get completely worked.
Oh no.
Come on, guys, somebody attack. Okay, okay, we did it. And so now I've got a moment where I can rest these guys and let them come back at full strength. Oh, I did that just as the sword guys arrived. Great. But, okay, I'm pretty sure the Vikings, yes, they're going to come up this way, where I've got the advantage. As long as they don't get close to me, as long as I can keep them in a narrow area where my pikemen can keep shoving them away, we're in good shape. I got to keep those archers away from my pikemen, though. The archers are death to pikemen. Okay, my infantry are about to come out. Yes, infantry is exactly what you want against archers. Not perfect, but a lot of the archers' attacks fail against these guys. Okay, so we've got 2 teams of enemy infantry, or I guess enemy militia, coming at the backside. I'm betting all of them are going to take that ridge that I'm defending with my pikemen. So I think those guys are no real threat. Just in case, I'll try to use my archers to thin out their ranks. And then I think these infantry can handle the militia that's coming this direction. Okay, looks like they've thinned those guys out. Oh, freaking Vikings. Okay. Let's see. Over here.
Uh-oh. Firehouse.
Yep, the house is on fire, but not for long enough to cause any serious problems. Okay, we've got a lot of Vikings coming now. So I'm going to have these guys close in case the pikemen need backup. And I'm going to try to do as much damage to them with the archers before... Yeah. Before they get too close. Even just a couple of little wounds could help a lot. Oh, and there's a bunch of archers coming too, because that's what I needed. Okay, let's get these guys taken care of before the archers get here.
And then find the guys that are weak against archers.
Yes, exactly. We want the archers to hit my infantry, and not to hit my pikemen. This game has some really strong rock, paper, scissors mechanics to it.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, you know the game Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Like a video game?
No, it's like the game that you play with your fists. When you're like, you know, you and somebody go, rock, paper, scissors,
Oh yeah,
1,
I know
2, 3.
that. I have that.
And how does that work? You've got...
Rock, paper, scissors, 1, 2, 3.
We both got scissors. Try again.
Rock, paper, scissors, 1, 2, 3.
We did it again. Oh!
Scissors, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I got paper and you got scissors. So,
you know, scissors can cut paper?
Yeah.
Because that means, scissors versus paper, the scissors will cut the paper in half, and then it will be all cut.
Yep, and then the paper beats the rock, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the rock beats the scissors.
Yeah.
So they've got a relationship where each one beats another thing, but each one is vulnerable to another thing, right? So that's how this works too. So the big crowds of guys without shields are really vulnerable to the archers. But then, actually, let's start with the... So the pikemen are really good against, like, big tough guys, right? But they're vulnerable to archers. The archers are really good against the pikemen, but the guys with shields are really good against the archers, because the archers can't hurt them. But then the tough guys with the shields, the pikemen are perfect against them, because the pikemen can hold them off until they do enough damage. So it's the same kind of thing, where each one of the units has another unit that it's really good against, and another unit that is really bad against. So it's just like rock, paper, scissors. So people use rock, paper, scissors as a way to think about making lots of different kinds of video games.
Look, that guy up one.
Yep, I only gave him one because he already was really close to an upgrade, so he didn't need any more than that. Okay, so we beat Stahlberg. And I believe that we unlocked an item. Yes, we unlocked an item. So we've got a Warhammer right here that we can assign to somebody. The Warhammer lets these characters bounce somebody like into the ocean or something. So
we need to give it to someone that can't bounce the guys very far.
Yeah, I usually like to give it to infantry because they're not very good at bouncing guys back. I could give it to archers to use sort of like in a time of emergency, or I could give it to my pikemen, but their charge ability has kind of the same effect, so it feels kind of redundant. But maybe if it's not, charged up or whatever, they can still use it. So actually, I'm gonna give it to Fandria. So Fandria now has a Warhammer. And now we've got 3 more guys to take to Fraggle Island. So let's do that. So Fraggle Island is nice because we're recruiting somebody, so it automatically comes with its own extra person. So now we've got an extra pikeman named Jetta. So we'll deploy our troops.
So Jetta has has pink.
Yeah. Okay, so let's bring
With
everybody.
Bunny. Pink bunny.
Oh yeah, you can see they've got a different flag as everybody else. Yeah. I like that each of these guys. Oh, the Gladys is the one with the pink bunny. Gladys is my infantry. But I do love that they put so much effort into making all the soldiers unique. Like, notice that they all have their own different helmet styles. Oh, what the? I didn't even notice who was coming in. Okay, so these guys are not going to be useful against those guys. I need my infantry badly. Okay, so we're going to have infantry waiting for these dudes. And the fact that I wasn't paying attention means I'm going to have to stick multiple troops in the houses. So as you see, these guys, they basically are firing like enormous ballistas. And they're knocking the heck out of all my guys. But the infantry can still sort of handle them. But now we've got Vikings coming. So Vikings need pikemen. So let's set up both of my teams with pikemen. And I'm pretty sure these Vikings are in trouble.
Or maybe they might go the other way.
Oh, Cloudcraft just pointed out that, was it Cloudcraft? Oh, it says that oh, glad I had those guys right there. Cloudcraft just pointed out that apparently the Warhammer allows you to drop down from ledges. So I know that the infantry can unlock ability that lets them drop down from ledges. I didn't know that the Warhammer could be used that way too. But Cloudcraft says it's so, and I usually believe Cloudcraft about such things. Yeah, so these guys with the shields, they're sometimes killed by the ballistas. They're mostly knocked back by them. Okay, they are getting into trouble. I'm having a lot of trouble keeping these guys alive because they have to. So many ranged guys are showing up. These guys have to deal with all of them because these guys are going to be really vulnerable.
If you just see a guy with the same clothes on that's just holding a stick, that's just holding a flag. That's just the flag as the people that are wearing the same thing.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our Warhammer to try to hit these guys as soon as they get off the boat. Because I don't know if my team is going to be good enough to deal with them normally. Except,
why is there like a grave?
Okay, it didn't work. Oh, one of them got knocked into the sea, the other one didn't. Okay, so I think these 4 remaining guys can deal with 3 archers. Now my problem is, can I deal with these guys without losing a house? So I'm going to try to bring my pikemen down here and deal with these Vikings without a ledge. That's actually really difficult. And at the same time I'm dealing with them, I have to also split my attention over here. Okay, looks like, yes, they can just barely handle the Vikings. I don't know if you guys have seen Vikings, get into the middle of a crowd of guys yet, but they wreak havoc. Oh yeah, they did that a little bit in the first battle. Oh no. Okay, we gotta get these guys out of here. There's archers coming.
Sometimes Dad, plays it without a video. I've seen him do that at a hotel.
Okay, so these archers, I'm going to try to thin these guys out. Okay, we just beat that one archer on this side. So we're going to run off to the left. And now we've got, oh my gosh. Okay, these archers are mostly dealing with these guys. Okay, yeah, these archers have them. So now my problem is I do not have enough infantry to deal with these dudes close range.
Oh, Oh my goodness, bug. You should get out of this room. Go away, bug.
There's a bug on our screen you guys can't see.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm hoping these guys can absorb their hits
Green.
while these guys get ready to charge them into the ocean. I hope this works. As soon as they land. So I like that their boat does one last quick push so you can really tell when it lands. Has not landed yet. Shoves in.
And then they need a fight.
Okay, so I knocked a couple into the ocean. Whew! Okay, we barely pulled it off. These things get pretty harrowing sometimes.
You got,
So Jetta, she's my new recruit, so I'm going to give her all of the upgrade stuff so that we can get her even with everybody else. So now I've used all of my soldiers. And I believe at least one of them had... Yeah, okay. So we can upgrade our charge so they can go unlimited range. And I think that's the only person that I can...
That person needs an item.
Level up. Yeah, they do need an item. Yeah, so I think that's the only person I can actually level up. So, time to go for our next turn. So, the Viking armies, they've conquered Lismore and Bardsey. Next turn, they're going to take Rat, Barry, and Stalberg. So those enemy armies are moving fast. So we got to stay ahead of them. And get as many rewards as we can along the way. So we could try to rush towards Ensei to get even an 8th commander. But these are two very lucrative islands that are probably going to be taken next turn. So I think we should take Norby and Rock. Rock looks the most defensible. I could probably take Rock with just 3 troops, and I want 4 for Norby. So let's start with Rock and just take that with 3 troops.
Yeah, you can do that with 1 troop. I'm just kidding.
Not quite 1. But, okay, yeah, so it looks like... Oh, this is very defensible. So on this side, nobody can actually get up to this lower platform here. There's no... Oh, wait, no, there is a way up right there. Okay, so there's 2 ways up onto this upper ledge, which is pretty darn defensible. So, let's see. So I could... Let's see here. So how many... Okay, so I got 2 infantries. I got 2... So really, I could have my crappier pikeman and another pikeman, and then a team who's ready to take out archers.
What? Wait, a crappy pikeman?
This is my pikeman who doesn't have a lot of experience yet. Jetta doesn't have a lot of experience. So I could...
yeah, because we just got her!
Yeah, so I could do 2 pikemen, which would mean I could guard both of my flanks at the same time, and then some of my best infantry. And then I will have 2 archers, an infantry, and a pikeman for the next one. I don't know if I want to over-index on archers for the next one. So, you know what? I think I am going to go archers. But my crummiest archers. So, let's deploy.
Why your crummiest?
Because I don't think I need to have archers that are that good on this map. This map is... It's so easy to defend this island. I just don't think I need to put the extra effort into it. This house down here, the one that's really vulnerable, I'm not even that worried about it. Like if we lose that house, whatever. It's not a big deal.
He's about to just go through there.
Okay, so we got Vikings coming. They're gonna land.
Why do you call them Vikings?
I think that's actually officially their name. Okay, so here's my problem. These Vikings are actually... They look like they're aiming at this side, but really, they can't climb up on this side. So they're going to go past this house at the bottom first. So I think this might be when I sacrifice this house. I might just sort of let them take the house. I'll do as much damage to them with my archers as I can.
Why are you going to let them take the house?
Well, it's only worth 1 coin, and getting down there on flat terrain, because these Vikings, they can knock my guys around. And if I try to fight them on this flat terrain right by the coast, they're just gonna throw my guys in the ocean. I'm gonna lose a bunch of my guys. And so, but if I make them fight me on this ledge up here, then they're gonna take a ton of damage from me along the way, and they're never even gonna get up. So I let them destroy that house, so that I wouldn't have to fight them in the place where they're strong, and I'm making them fight me in the place where I'm strong. See, these guys are terrifying on flat terrain, but trying to climb up in that huge armor, against my pikemen, it's no contest.
Yeah,
So that went pretty well. Yeah, and if all they do is just keep throwing Vikings at me, it is well worth spending that one coin, just losing the one coin that the house would have given me, to just make it really easy to keep fighting them. Because now, the only way for them to attack me is to go up this one tiny little ledge. Or they can attack me from the back, too, if they really want to, but... Okay, so now we have a problem. Our problem is that we're being attacked by archers. And the archers are going to hit these pikemen. So, I want to move these pikemen out of the way as fast as I can. I think they're going to kill the Vikings fast enough that I can get them gone and swap them with my infantry. Have they done it? I think they've done it. Okay, so let's run away with these guys. Bring my infantry in.
it sounds like you're saying inventory.
It does sound like I'm saying inventory. Infantry means ground troops. It means your soldiers who are good at fighting on land. Oh, so I left one archer behind me. Oh, luckily my archers took care of him. Look how much damage these guys take. I mean, they're better against the enemy archers than everybody else. But oh, great. I just exhausted my best troops against those ballistas. And now I don't have enough of them. Okay. I'm not sure what the best answer is here. I'm going to try to heal these guys and hope I can survive long enough. Okay, this could get really bad. I really don't know what's going to happen here. Yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen here. This just might be the worst decision I ever made, putting those guys away. I might just need to hide. I keep thinking, oh, maybe I can take them out, like if they have to come around this corner. But I think I might just need to hide as long as I possibly can and let my infantry show up. Because these guys don't even have their special, like, rain of arrows ability or anything. And even more ballistas. Great, because that's what we need, is more ballistas. Okay, come on, infantry. Come on, come on. Oh, just two more wedges. Two more wedges. Yeah, they are just... Okay, they're knocking my guys around. And the guys down below... Like, I'm trapped now. Okay, we got these guys now. We got these guys. So let's... Actually, let's find out. Can I... Well, this is not the best place to be trying to use my Warhammer. Because it'll be unpredictable what it's going to do. Oh, hey. Okay. So now we're in better shape. Okay, I don't want to be by the ocean though, cuz that's what happens when we're by the ocean.
Wait, what happens if the guy with the flag dies?
So the guy with the flag is always, I think, the last one to die. And if he... I don't exactly know how they manage that, but if he dies, that's it. That army will never come back.
Oh.
So we pulled it off. Just barely.
And we only lost one coin.
Yep. So
we could have got 7 if we protected the house, but it would just be a death run.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Norby is actually going to be harder to defend, but...
Why don't you want to do the berry, I guess?
Because it's only got 2 houses on it, so it'll only give me just a handful of coins. And so even though we're going to lose Barry without a fight, I think it's better for us to get Norby, because we're going to lose some islands without a fight no matter what we do. But if we protect Norby, then we'll get more prizes from it.
What is the islands with red on them?
Those are the ones where we've already fought. If you've already fought somewhere, you can't get any prizes from it. All right. Now, okay, so this is all of our remaining troops, so I think this is what we're going to use. So Bilbo pointed out that infantry, oddly enough, doesn't include infants. You know what infants are? Infants are babies. So can you imagine if infantry meant an army of babies? Oh, crap, 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 crap. No! No, stop murdering me! Let's get our shields up front. So luckily, the enemies do have rules about who they attack first. They always pretty much attack the closest threats. So if you put your shields in front of your other troops, then these ballista guys will just definitely shoot your shields all the time.
Yeah. No matter what.
Okay, well that went pretty well. Okay, now we got Vikings coming up the backside. So we're gonna put these guys here, and that should go well.
They're pointing at the ledge.
Yeah. So one thing you can tell, I think that the friendly troops actually know about the enemy's pathfinding. Like they actually, I think they use the enemy's pathfinding to figure out where they need to point their spears. Okay, so
What
that
are friendly troops?
friendly troops just means the guys that are on your side. So I've got friendly troops who are on my side, and then enemy troops who are on the other side.
They're facing their shields the wrong way.
That's true. I think that they're going to turn, though, when the enemies get close. Oh, crap. Not really thinking about that. Okay. Oh, crap. We got enemies coming from both sides now. So let's deal with these guys as quickly as we can before I get completely murdered by the other side.
Wait, can the guy with the flag on each of them, can he fight?
He can, yes. He fights, especially when you've got a special ability, like if you've got the Warhammer, then that guy will be the one who uses the Warhammer.
Oh.
Man, I feel like there are so many enemies that basically require me to use my infantry that my infantry just always gets exhausted. That's why I usually give them the instant...
The team babies.
Yeah.
What if their flag was a picture of babies?
That would be really appropriate.
like babies with clothes on.
Of course, babies with clothes on. Okay, so I use my hail of arrows to take those guys down. Dang it, so I don't get a lot of opportunities to replenish these dudes. So luckily, I've given them a special item that lets them replenish instantly, rather than needing to go and hang out in a house for a while.
So,
and I should try to level it up so that I can use it more.
What do the shields kill?
The shields are really good at killing archers.
Well, no, what kills the shields?
Oh, so enemies with shields are really good for me to kill with spears. The enemies don't seem to have spears of their own. I think that what kills my infantry is usually attrition. You know what attrition is? Attrition is you're just constantly losing things. Like, people get tiny little wounds all the time, and eventually, like, even though these guys are really tough against archers, eventually the archers do enough damage to kill them. So the problem with the infantry is you have to use them so much that they eventually get worn down, and you can't stop using them, because every time there's archers on the field, you have to have those guys out there. And so they just get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker until they're really vulnerable. So that's their main thing.
And that's when you need to rest them.
Yeah, so that you need to rest them, but sometimes you just don't have time. Alright, so...
Oh, here's 14!
Yeah. Okay, so 14 there. So I should actually... So I know Jeddah is kind of weak, so okay, we'll get her that, and then Shelly... I need to upgrade Shelly's Warhorn ability. So... Keezy, yes, you can heal. So all of the soldiers have the ability, all of the different troops have the ability to go inside of a house and heal. But the only guys who have the Warhorn can instantly heal. And so instant healing is really, really valuable. But that uses a Warhorn, and you only get a small number of Warhorns any given run. Okay, so... Elwine. We're going to level up her volley ability so that it's really powerful. And... Oh, Jeddah unlocked something too. Yeah, so Jeddah now has the ability to charge with her spears, so that's good. All right, so later, eventually we want to get to Arfikletter, which has a new item for us. Eventually we want to get to Ensei, but I don't know, Stack. And so both of these islands that are connected to Ensei aren't very good. So we're going to need to, you know, defend at least one island that isn't really the most rewarding in order to get to Ensei. But that's fine.
How do you unlock the islands?
So you unlock an island when you play an island that's next to it. So like because I've played Norby, I've got access to Egilse, Bumble Isle, and Tunker because they're all connected to Norby. And then when I do Egilse, I'll get access to Arfikletter and Harsrock. So it look.
Wait, if you do Stack, then you'll get, you
get access to Ensei, right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
That will get you a new character.
Yep, exactly. And then I'll have 8 guys, and so I can send 4 guys to one island and 4 guys to another island. So that'll be really good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go after Tunker and Egilse this time. And then next time I might still go after Bumble Isle, even though it's not as good as them.
We need to go to Stack to get a new guy.
Exactly. Okay, so let me look at the composition of my troops here. I've got 3 pikemen. I've got 2 archers and 2 infantry. So I want to send an archer and infantry to each one. The question is, which of these islands gets 2 pikemen? So this one has got an extra house on the ground level, and it looks like it's probably got a lot of different access points. This one is probably better defended, so I'm thinking this is probably the one where I want to send 2 pikemen. So we'll go here with 2 pikemen.
You're weak one and you're not weak one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so Jeddah is my weakest pikeman, so we'll bring the weakest pikeman, and then Wilda, who's my strongest pikeman.
Which is your only other pikeman.
Yeah, well, then we've also got Fandria, who's in the middle. And then between Shelly and Gladys, I've got Shelly. So I think I'll send Shelly to the other island, because Shelly can replenish immediately. So when I have to send a smaller...
Can I see Glada?
There's Gladys.
Oh, I thought her name was Glada.
And then Blythe. Yeah, let's do Blythe over here again, because, you know, I'm okay doing weaker troops in a place where I have more troops. Alright, so let's get our pikemen and our archers upstairs, at least. Before we figure out where we need... Because last time we had a bunch of ballistas show up. Okay, so...
Yeah.
So we need to send our infantry over here and our archers up here.
It's so weird that it sounds like you're saying inventory.
Yeah.
Some people say inventory.
Yeah, well, I mean, inventory means something else, right? Inventory means, like, all the stuff you're holding, right?
Yeah. Oops, I undid my button.
Oh, but we gotta fix that.
I'm gonna try to...
Okay, so these guys aren't needed for the Vikings, so I'm gonna rest them. Okay, so the Vikings are gonna land here. So I think they're gonna come up this way. So we're gonna completely overdo it. Oh yeah, I was going to say maybe they go around this way, but nope, that's a dead end. So they're definitely going to come up this way. So I think we're good here. I mean, I might as well shoot them too. Why not? The first time I encountered these Vikings and I didn't know what to do with them, I got completely worked.
What does getting worked mean?
It means I got beaten really badly.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that again, but without holding.
So I'm hoping that by hiding back here, I won't be in range of these guys a lot of the time. Okay. Okay, good. These guys are going to land in the right place for me. Good.
Yes.
Okay, so, and I think my archers, yeah, they don't have their, like, hail of arrows ability, so... Oh, crap. I didn't realize these guys were in range.
try shooting them.
So the problem is, if my archers can shoot them, they can shoot my archers.
Oh. I didn't notice they had bow and arrows. Wait, do they even have arrows?
Yeah, well, I think they have basically spears. I think that they have huge bows that instead of firing normal arrows are basically firing like javelins at me.
What are javelins?
They're
humongous arrows?
Javelins are throwing spears. They're spears that are just for throwing. And this is bad.
And it's bad? Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Okay, so splitting your attention in this game is deadly.
And also, why does the flag poke through the house whenever they're resting?
Oh, it's just to show you where they are. Oh. Man, okay, so yeah, the enemies just keep overdoing it with their archers. I'm getting in big trouble here. I'm trying to think what I can do. Okay, there's not much that this guy can do over here, so maybe I do want to attack him. Am I down to 2 with these guys? Okay, I have to hide these guys now.
No, you have to rest, and then you'll refill. Wait, do you refill if you rest them?
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm hoping maybe they'll just attack that lower building. Because I'm trying to think what else I can do. Because if I expose my pikemen to these guys even a little bit, that could be a serious problem.
Wait,
so
the other guys are almost here.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty much screwed as far as I can tell.
I'm sleepy.
Okay, I wonder if I can actually... Oh, I just accidentally did something stupid. Okay, well...
What was it?
Oh, I meant to just move my pikemen, but I accidentally had them charge in a place that didn't make any sense.
You just rested those guys for no reason.
Yep, okay. So, I'm trying to... There we go.
They tried to shoot them, and then they just...
So I'm hoping that I can just sort of distract them enough until my other guys get out. Okay, my guys are out. So first, go rescue the archers. Then, go after this guy. And you guys, go and replenish yourselves. And then, come over here, deal with this last dude. I think this is this the last? Oh, wait, hey. No. Over here. Oh, what is this guy even doing? Okay, we pulled it off.
What was who doing?
Their archer just ran and hid in a weird place. So we managed to save all the houses in this town.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 11. We might want to give a couple to Jetta.
Yeah, possibly. Okay, so we got an upgrade for Blythe.
A whole bunch of upgrades.
Okay, so we could... Okay, we can only upgrade Jetta's charge move, which just isn't that interesting to me. Can we make Gladys tougher? We can make Gladys tougher. So that'll be good, because Gladys is often kind of on her own. So Cloudcraft, yes, I can rotate the island and evaluate it before I commit to my troops. And I often do that. I think in this particular case it didn't change any of my decisions, but yes, I totally can. So do I want to make their Warhammer more powerful or their plunge attack more powerful?
Why?
So those are the two that I can afford to upgrade. So I haven't found the Warhammer attack to be... they're both just... They need very specific circumstances.
Wait, are these all the people that are holding the flags?
Yes, these are the people that are holding the flags.
Oh!
So I think I'm going to give her the plunge move and try to pay attention and find better places to do it. Okay, so I could go for a Gil save, but I just realized Arphic Letter might be... Well, no. I needed a place that was defensible because I'm only bringing... Hey, can you stop making those noises? I think that because I've only got 3 troops, I should go for the more defensible place. So this is highly defensible. So let's do it. So there's only 2 ways up onto this upper level where our first houses are. So I could probably use my pikemen there. Alright, so we need some swords down here. I'll move my pikemen to the back so they're not in danger. And these guys have the hail of arrows, so that's good. I wonder if this will be sheltered enough. Nope, not sheltered enough. But as long as I'm standing firm like that, I should be okay against their shots. Okay, they just shot, so I'm probably okay to attack them. Oh. Yikes.
Do they need to refill their shots?
Let's see here. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they need time to reload. Oh crap! They're coming at us from 2 sides. That's not good. So I'm gonna try to use a hail of arrows on them from above. See if that makes a difference. Okay, let's. Okay, so I'm gonna send these guys upstairs.
Okay,
but in the
those hit
meantime,
none of them. Great.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do a hail of arrows on these guys.
Hail of arrows?
Yep. Okay, now we got Vikings coming, and so that means it's time to rest my troops and bring down the guys who are good with against Vikings. So you kind of can get behind the enemy troops and aim yourself to see where on shore they're going to land. It's really common for me to make mistakes there and miss, like from the side, sometimes I'll misunderstand where an enemy's going to land. I'll make the wrong defensive decisions. But if you get right behind their boat, you can really figure it out. Also, of course, we've got a bunch of... Oh, hey, they just came out just in time to get shot from the wrong direction. Great. Okay. Hopefully this will be alright. And can I... Okay, for Hail of Arrows is not ready yet. And can we make it? Alright. So now we got a bunch of archers. So I think it's time to use Warhorn. And let's get these guys out of harm's way. Thing I keep forgetting to do. And let's have our archers face off against these other archers. Okay, final wave. I wonder if the Hail of Arrows will work from here. It did, and then, okay, of course, we've got ballista guys coming. This might be a good time for me to use my Warhammer abilities. Let's bring these guys close, even though they're vulnerable. I've just used my Hail of Arrows, which might have been a bad move. Oh, I know what I should do. Wait, it might be too late for me to do this now. Nope, it's not too late.
It's too early.
Oh, it didn't work.
I wish I could reset time to... So, yeah, or you could do it earlier, and yeah.
We still just barely pulled it off, but yeah. So if I had thought of using their plunge attack earlier, I could have done it right when the guys were getting off, and I could have hit more of them with it, and that would have been much more damage. But we just barely pulled it off anyway. So we've been wanting to upgrade Shelly. Oh, we can make that more powerful. Yeah. So let's make his Warhorn more powerful. And
what does the Warhorn even do?
That's what lets them heal immediately. That's what lets them call other guys out of the houses without having to go and wait inside the house for a long time.
Like to see which ones are like their type.
Yep.
And get them. Like the more people you have, does it take quicker?
I'm actually not sure. So I do feel like the amount of time it takes for them to replenish does change based on how many people they need to recruit. But it's from the UI, like from the picture, the little pie chart that fills up. It's hard to tell exactly how it works. So I'm not exactly sure. I do get the sense if you only need to replenish a little bit, it takes less time. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. So we are going to lose Bumble Isle if we don't do something about it. And I have to decide if I care. Because, so I think this is going to need 4 troops to defend it. Afrikletter is going to need 4 troops. And so I need a place that I can defend with 3 troops. And I don't think Bumble Isle is it. It's got such a big, wide upper level there that you can see. In fact, so we can go here and look at it. Cloudcraft was mentioning this. We can go here and look at it first before we commit. So, yeah, it looks like there's a way up the back.
It's pretty protected.
Yeah, so there's got a little fort there in the middle, which is kind of neat, but it doesn't get used for much. There's 3 ways up in the front, 2 ways up in the back.
That's just 5 ways.
That's true. Yeah, this might not be that bad, actually, but I feel like we would need... I would still want to commit 4 troops to defend that. And so maybe what we'll do is 4 and 3 up here, and then we'll save Arfikletter and Ensei for our next turn.
Daddy.
Yep.
How do you make that line, that dotted line, into a real line?
So every time, Y down here means next turn. And so each time whenever I've used up all my soldiers, I hit next turn, and then it advances. So right now, all my troops have colored pictures, and that means that they're ready to use. They turn black and white when I've already used them. So once they're all black and white, I hit next turn, and then the line advances, and I lose those islands. So I've got to, if I'm gonna fight on Bumble Isle, I've got to do it now, before I run out of guys, and I have to hit next turn, and then the line advances. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try to defend Bumble Isle. Let's do it with 4 troops. Here. Oh, you know what I just realized? I never updated my Twitch information to say what game I was playing. So I should do that real quick. Bad space north. Bad north. Because yeah, I think it still said Adventure Pals, which was totally a lie. Okay. So definitely don't want to use both our infantry at once. So maybe Jeddah, Bilda, Elwyn and Blythe are about the same now. And Shelly, now let's go Gladys. So we've got 1 Warhammer amongst them.
Is Gladys better than
Elwyn?
Yes.
I think was it Shelly? No, Shelly. That's what I meant. Shelly. Shelly's the one who can recruit really fast, who can heal up really fast. Gladys is the one that has a Warhammer. So I think I want the Warhammer one on this map.
Why do you want the Warhammer?
Just because I'm more worried about healing quickly when I have less troops. So when I've got 4 troops, I'm not as worried about it. Because I figure even if I need to take my infantry into a house to heal them, that'll probably be okay. Because I've got, even though my other troops aren't very good at dealing with other kinds of attacks. They can probably fake it for a little bit while I'm healing the guys, if I've got enough of them.
Wait, how can they fake? Wait,
They can just fight. They can just fight worse, and they'll be fine. Oh, uh-oh. I was not expecting them to go after the house, so you got to charge them.
Did so much damage.
Whew, yeah, just barely. Okay, so just in time to get our pikemen up here.
Wait, can the fire from one house set fire to another house?
No, the enemies have to attack each house individually.
Okay, good. So that's how they made it a little bit less realistic.
Yeah, that's true. It is more realistic if... Oh, crap. Okay, so these guys are going to go heal now. These guys are going to run away. And I'm going to bring my infantry up here.
You want to know something else not realistic?
What?
There's infinity guys in each house.
That's true. That isn't very realistic.
That isn't realistic at all. There's like... There's more than 27 million guys in a teeny tiny house.
That's true. That's definitely just a game thing, right? It's not realistic. It's just something they did because it was a game.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna hide back here for a bit.
Like if you can't see the inside.
Yeah, exactly. You can't see the inside. So theoretically, what? Oh no, that was bad.
What happened?
I set myself up so he could shoot me into the ocean. That wasn't good at all. I made a bad decision there.
Yep, a terrible one. You're correct.
And there's even more of these guys coming. This is bad.
In the chest, please. I wanted him to punch.
Okay, so this guy has got to run away as fast as he can.
Because he's a gingerbread man?
Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty bad. Okay, these guys could do a volley, but I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna send these guys in, even though they are not very effective. Oh, I thought he was close enough. Crap. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, wait. Did I already use my volley of arrows? I didn't think I had.
You did.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oop, why am I sending him that way?
Crowd of arrows that you shot, and you accidentally clicked the Valley of Arrows, or went to Valley of Arrows and pressed shoot.
Okay.
Whatever button it is, or you. Like you accidentally.
Okay, this is bad. Okay, so these guys can now go into the same house. Well, they can't yet. Okay, they're just going to hide on the other side of the house. These guys are going to come over. Okay, they're going to go into the house. Oh my gosh, how is this not yet a complete failure?
Because you're a good player.
I hope that's the case. That would make me feel good.
No, I think it is.
Oh, thank you. Okay, these guys have almost nobody left, so I'm going to send them inside of the house.
I've never seen you do a fail before.
I have definitely failed before, and sometimes it's been pretty embarrassing. But I'm glad that you haven't seen it yet. Okay, so these guys now have the ocean behind them, so I'm nervous. Okay.
Because they're shooters.
Yeah, the shooters can knock me into the sea, which is bad.
Because they shoot.
Woo! Wow, okay. We did it.
You thought that was going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There.
Alright, so who do I need to upgrade? I'm trying to think.
Jetta. I'm just kidding. You can only upgrade on the thing that you don't care about.
Yeah, so I think I just end up overusing my infantry so much. I feel like I always need to upgrade them more than everybody else. Okay, so we did Belial before it got overrun, so that's cool. Let's defend stack.
Steak.
You can call it steak if you want to.
Because that's what it looks like, kind of.
It looks like a big steak?
No, it looks like the word steak.
Oh, the word steak. Oh, that makes more sense.
Because the A makes the A sound. Steak.
That's true. Okay, so let's get these guys upstairs. And then we're going to decide if we want to bother to defend this house that's downstairs. Depends on what enemies come. If I get a lot of Vikings, I'm probably just going to let them take that house downstairs rather than trying to fight them.
Yay.
Oh, man!
What?
Oh, just my infantry made a stupid decision. They chased an archer. Oh, man. Okay.
They chased an archer?
Yeah, they chased one of the archers in one direction, and the other archer shot them in the back.
Where there's no shields.
Exactly.
I think they didn't know they were going to do that. I think they didn't notice that.
Holy crap. Okay. Okay, we gotta use Hail of Arrows here. Whatever it's called, volley. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no! No!
Hail
I was
of
just in the
arrows.
process of... I just lost my infantry. We might be screwed now. I was just in the process of trying to get him to use his war horn. And now we're in trouble. If there's more archers, I don't know what I can do.
Did you give him the war horn? Because, well, he's the most important one.
Yes, he's definitely the most important one.
Because he can kill a whole bunch of bad guys except for one.
Okay, so if I can
That's
just
very
survive the onslaught from these Vikings. I'm probably about to lose my entire army. Because these Vikings are not coming. I need to get down so I can get to their boats and escape alive.
Wait, what? You can escape in their boats?
Sort of.
Like you can get in?
Yeah, I can steal their boats and run away. But not if I can't get down the mountain. I think I might need to just make a dash for it and hope that we survive. This is not working. Okay, so... Oh, yep. Yep. No, that... Okay, you wanted to watch me fail? This was failure. So if they hadn't killed my infantry so fast that I couldn't replenish them, I probably would have been fine.
Wait,
But because...
Why are their faces bloody?
Because they got killed. So now I'm down to just one effective army. So we gotta move on to the next turn. See how we do.
Wait, are you gonna... Did you lose them forever?
Yeah, they're gone forever. I will never get them back.
Oh.
And I can't reload. There's no reloading in this game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, huh?
Uh-huh. Like
So-
you needed to use all your recruits, and then you couldn't.
So I'm going to try to go for Harsh Rock and maybe still make my way up to Ensei at some point so I can start replenishing my troops. But
Wait, Dad.
yeah.
What if, you, what is it?
What if I lose my last troops?
No.
Oh.
What if, you needed to have all of your troops in a level, and then all of them died?
Well, then I would lose the game and I would start completely over at the beginning. And that's happened to me several times already. Okay, so
Oh.
this is like my, I don't know, 7th game or something. Okay, so where are these guys are aimed down there. So I'm going to send my infantry here. I'm going to hide my pikemen up where people probably can't see them.
Why is there like a church on some of them? Like a church power thingy?
The
power of church.
I think I think you might be looking at a chimney.
No.
Oh no.
That thing.
Oh, that little she's looking at this icon, the replenish icon. Mm-hmm. That's a plus. It's like a red cross. It's like it means healing.
Ooh.
So that
like the hospital cross?
Yeah, it's like yeah, something like that.
That's what people use for health sometimes. Sometimes they even use a heart.
Yeah, so sometimes like we use a heart in State of Decay, but some games use a plus, and so this game uses a plus.
It doesn't make a house with a heart on it. Okay, one house is down. I'm just gonna get smacked.
All right. These guys are tough. Oh crap! I thought that would be out of range.
I haven't been hearing you say things that people in this game were saying.
Oh, you mean I haven't been reading the chat?
Yep.
That's true.
And there's so many on it.
Yeah, there are a lot. People have been saying a lot of things that I've missed. Like Asgard's excited for Dragon Quest XI, which I know nothing about.
I see someone that said, "Or Jetta die, please don't."
Oh crap! This is not going well.
Left or right on the ball. That's what someone else said.
All right, so let's see if I can.
Wait, no, it's the first one.
Okay, so I can't use my Warhammer here, so I'm going to send these guys to replenish here. And just hope that I can archer my way out of this. I think I'm going to save my volley of arrows until later. So luckily, the enemy archers tend to very cautiously approach my base. Like, they're probably going to take out that house that's at the bottom. But they're going to take their time, which means I might have time to heal up my infantry. So Cloudcraft makes the point that the optimal strategy is 2 groups of infantry, 1 spear and 1 archer. And I agree. So normally I do try to over-index on what am I calling them? On infantry. I try to have more infantry than other things. The problem is, in this particular game, a lot of the guys that I recruited where I couldn't decide what their class was going to be, a lot of them they just decided not to be infantry, and there wasn't much I could do about it. So, yeah, see, the archers are so spread out. Like, I can volley one of them, but that's about it. Oh wait, oh, here's the right time to volley, right here. They're all clustered up. What? That did nothing? Come on! Alright, so the Vikings are coming up this way. Oh good, these guys are out. And already being murdered. Like, I just can't get a break. Well, at least it's the final wave. And we beat that one particular set of Vikings. Those Vikings took out a house. I do not care. Oh wait, oh no, these guys are so vulnerable right here. Oh my gosh!
Some people just died for no reason.
Yeah, I think that if I... Oh my gosh, so many freaking archers. So I think, okay, if I can take out these archers quickly. If I had managed to recruit more infantry. Okay, oh man, I gotta run back here. And let's try to warhammer these guys. Okay, that worked. So, oh, what is happening over... I didn't even know there were Vikings over here. Oh, he just murdered one of my pikemen. Oh, my pikemen, it can't form up. This is not going well.
Totally.
I'm not expecting to win this.
Yeah, but...
If I win this, it'll be a miracle.
And then just a wizard appears and then kills all the Vikings that are gonna come.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like in the game.
So, okay, so I'm gonna try to... Okay, so what do we have left? We've got this guy. Is that the only enemy?
Run away?
But I've already lost so many dudes. I don't even know if it's worth it. No, I don't think I need to run away. I think... So we actually won. Wow, okay. Cool.
Okay. That was sort of like the wizard coming. Or maybe that was actually, that was secretly the second to last wave, and the wizard came and destroyed the last wave.
Alright, next turn. We're gonna lose Egilse and Stack. I think we gotta go this way.
You mean steak?
Yeah, sure, steak.
I'm looking under you because I'm looking at my face cam.
I can see that, yes. You look like the Cheshire Cat. Kind of creepy.
Wait, what is the Cheshire Cat?
The Cheshire Cat is a creepy magical cat that has a really big smile, and sometimes it disappears and all you can see is the smile. Yes, that's really creepy.
And it looks under you and still sees you.
Yeah. Oh, why is it paused? Okay. We're getting suddenly a really bad frame rate. Okay,
Yep.
Here we go. We're back. So, it looks like there's 2 ways up to the top. No, 1 way up to the top. So that's good.
And that's the only place where houses are.
There's 1 house down below, but I do not care.
You don't care about the people that are inside.
I guess, see, that's the thing that's really sad, is because you replenish there, you kind of know there's people inside, so when they burn the houses down, they're probably burning the people, huh?
Mm-hmm. Or the people fly up to heaven.
I hope that's what it is.
Yeah. Like, only their spirits. I'm just watching this.
Oh my gosh!
What? What?
So those guys just came at me at an angle and just knocked half my guys into the water.
Wait, Dad?
Yes. I need to be thinking more strategically about a lot of this stuff than I am. Yes.
Is it possible for the guys to kill a house that
I'm replenishing in?
Yeah.
Yes, that is totally possible.
And then you die?
No, actually, so your guys come out of the house. Whoever happened to have already been replenished comes out of the house. Alright, so these guys are going to run up before he knocks him into the ocean. And then try to take care of this guy too.
That house
And then
is not killed yet.
I think I'm going to just hide these guys from the Vikings. So the Vikings will go after my pikemen. Hopefully kill the pikemen fast enough that I can bring my infantry... Okay, so they're engaged with those pikemen. I don't think they're going to come after my infantry.
What does engaged mean?
In this case, engaged means that they're fighting. They're busy fighting somebody. Holy crap.
That was a huge knockback.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That was so big, it went 28,000, 80,000 miles.
Something like that.
What if someone just says, not funny? What if everyone
Yeah,
just
what if
says
somebody said
that?
something that wasn't funny? That'd be crazy.
No, they said that would be funny.
Okay, so I gotta get these guys away from the Vikings.
It's so weird that dogs... Oh, maybe they just tried to make it, like on the game on your shirt. Maybe they just tried to make it so that dogs could ride in the car.
Yeah, I'm not sure what series of events led to the bug in Overland where dogs can drive cars, but it is pretty funny.
No, I think they meant for the dogs to just ride in the car.
That is the intent.
The house
yes.
exploded.
Yep, the house is gone. Okay, looks like. Okay, the Viking at least is going upstairs. So that means I can use my infantry downstairs to fight the archers. Oh wait, nope. Back off that archer. He's covered with Vikings. So we're just going to keep attracting that archer's attention with our infantry. While the pikemen do their job. And now, come after the archers. So I think bad things happen when you engage these nasty archers and you don't engage all of them at once. So some of them can shoot at you while the other ones, like while your back is turned. I think that just murders your group. But okay, so now we're all Vikings, and the Vikings have to come upstairs to fight me. So I think I'm in pretty good shape if I run my guys up here. There's right here because he killed so many Vikings right there.
Okay, now you're. Oh, now there's about to be more blood.
Everyone's just staring at your forehead right now. It's kind of strange.
I don't care.
So Screwless asks if I'm playing this on console. So I'm playing this on the Switch right now. So I think this is available for. I think it might only be available for Switch right now. I think it might be coming to PC too. But yeah, so I'm playing it with my, I've got my Switch hooked up to my my PC here, and I'm playing it with the Pro Controller.
Yep. The NTM uses Pro Controllers.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
So am I cool like NTDM?
No.
Oh.
Because...
Do I need an English accent to be cool?
No, he only used it once.
Oh, okay.
Because he noticed that there's so many things to do at Super Mario Odyssey, and it would be easier with the Joy-Cons than if you shake it, then he throws his hat. Named Cappy.
Okay, so we've got some new infantry here, which is really good. But this place is going to be a disaster to try to defend. We have some walls to protect us from archers, so that's good.
You were just now really quiet, and now I am, so people can probably barely even hear me.
Yeah. You are kind of to the side of the mic. I'm not sure how well people can hear you.
No, look at the, that thing.
Oh, the thing that tells you how loud you are? You're looking at the the bars? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I am looking at, and I'm barely any loud. Okay, just loud.
Yeah, don't mess with people's ears too much.
I'm not trying.
What the?
What the
Those guys coming in from the side?
What the freaking heck?
Oh, man. Okay, I thought those guys were more protected than they were. Let's get them downstairs. And let's try to help out over here. These guys are in trouble. So we'll send them home.
2. I mean 3. I mean 87. What? Why 87?
I don't know what you're talking about. And these guys will also replenish.
There's only 3 of them.
I do like that there really is a true like rock, paper, scissors relationship here where the guys with shields always defend well. Even the lowest level guys with shields like I have here, they always defend well against the archers. Like, they still serve the same strategic role, even when they're a little bit weaker. Okay, take them out before the Vikings get here. Okay. Now let's get out of here. And our pikemen... Hey, pikemen. Our pikemen are going to come over here.
Get out to enable to win early. Can you win early?
There's no winning early. You have to defend against all the enemies, whoever they are.
I mean, like that leading to.
So normally I send my pikemen to try to guard little narrow passes, but a narrow space like this usually works just about as well. So now I'm going to hide them again because there's archers coming.
And archers are their weakness.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so let's get these guys ready for the archers. And nobody else is coming?
Everyone is coming. Everyone is coming.
But just look at the casualties I'm taking here. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, yeah, we're getting hit on two sides, which isn't good. Okay, I think the yellow guys definitely need to go hide. I think the pink guys might be able to survive, but I gotta get them to safety. Looks like these guys do have a volley of arrows, but I want a cluster of enemies before I try to use those. I don't know if we need that sound. I don't know if we need that sound. So let's see if these guys will gather up. Oh, nope, they're just being jerks. Okay, well let's... When I can't volley these guys, they're behind stuff. Okay, so I gotta get these guys out here. Okay, good. Yellows are all ready to go. Okay, let's volley these guys since they're clustered up. Okay, good. We got them all. So now, let's heal up these infantry in case we need to. Keep those there. We got Vikings landing. Where are the Vikings going to go? I think they're going to go around to the right. They might or might not go up onto that ledge. Oh, of course. No, they're going... Wait, they can't? Oh, they're going up that way. Oh. I see what they're doing. Okay. Oh, wait, and then they're going... Dang it! Okay, this is a very... This is why this island is difficult. It's convoluted.
Convoluted. It's convoluted.
Okay, this is...
Well, you know, it's convoluted.
This is going very badly.
Not convoluted, it's convoluted.
I thought that I could get my pikemen up there in time, but I could not. I wonder... Okay, so can I get my infantry through here fast enough to fight these guys? So this is why it's a disaster when your army routes. Oh, crap. The green guy was getting in the way of the red guys. I can't even keep track of everything that's going on here. Okay, the yellow guys are nobly defending their homeland. Okay, we pulled it off. Just barely. That was not the best playing I've ever done, though. Okay. I just want to get Gladys up to the full next level. No, actually, I guess it's probably good to try to level up Felice. Okay, well, we can only defend one island per turn, so... Next turn.
Daddy!
What?
You didn't get that item.
I know. Yeah, we failed there. So we didn't get it. You're right. So we could try to head down here to get an item or recruit more guys. I think recruiting more guys is probably the best move. But we've been doing this for a little while. Maybe this will be our last battle for this session. I almost was hoping that I'd have it like meet a tragic end, because that would be kind of a fun way to end the stream. But we're just too good at this game, Calliope. Too good at this game to have interesting tragic ends.
What does tragic mean?
Tragic means sad. Like if a story ends in a sad way, like spoilers, Infinity War. You remember how that ended really sadly?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so let's not talk about the details in case somebody hasn't seen it. But that's what a tragedy is. It's tragic.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we got sword guys.
I really, since Daddy said it, I really feel like saying it.
Well, I hope you can distract yourself.
I'm trying to think about unicorns.
Okay, think about unicorns. We got a bunch of guys down here who just want to set houses on fire. So I think we might have just gotten out of the Viking zone. So there's a certain zone where all you do is fight Vikings, but I think it actually ends. Like, I think you eventually are not fighting Vikings anymore. Oh, why did I just sent my guys away. I just sent my infantry to heal, not realizing that I was about to face 2 squads of archers. Let's definitely move these guys out of range of the archers.
Oh, because those are...
These guys do have a hail of arrows, though.
Archers are those guys' weakness?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what happens if they land over here? They want to go up this way, so take care of that.
They think they will destroy every single house. What happens if all the houses are destroyed?
Then
Failure.
I lose the battle. I think even if all my guys are alive, if the houses are destroyed, I think I don't think I lose the battle, but I just don't get any prizes for it. So it's like I lost the battle, but I think I can still keep all my soldiers that survive. So I think it's interesting that I've gotten very close to the ending of this game before, and I think it's very interesting that they made this unusual decision to have a lot of the toughest enemies not be at the very end, but to be at the very middle of the experience. Because those Viking guys, I think I might not see them again for oh crap, they are not going the direction I expected them to go. Oh, of course, they're going after that house. Well, let's... Oh, they're hiding, and they're hiding behind my behind that thing away from my archers too.
There is so much.
Okay, I only have a few more yellow infantry.
There is so much blood around just a firehouse.
Oh, they got... Oh, there's one more guy who was over there. I didn't see him.
Wait, what? Is his shield a coin?
It looks kind of like a coin, doesn't it?
Yeah, like from the front, it looked like...
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
What if he had a huge coin to defend himself?
That would be interesting. That would be his battle cry. Face the coin!
What's a battle cry?
That's what you shout when you're getting into a fight. To try to scare your enemies. Okay, so it's turning out that my my archers aren't super useful this time around.
So you don't really need them?
Well, just the guys all have shields. Like every single enemy that attacks me has a shield. So these guys keep taking unpredictable paths too. Like they're pretty smart, actually. These enemies seem to be smarter than most of the enemies, because they're not just taking the shortest route. there's sometimes... It looks like they're almost deliberately taking a surprising route. So those guys are going to come up that way.
You never noticed.
Yep. So I'm going to send these guys out because I don't think... Yeah, I didn't have time for the pikemen to form up. Oh, these guys aren't doing that well. I expected them to do a little better. I wonder if I can disengage. Nope, I can't. Well, I should have planned differently so that my pikemen could have taken that, because that would have been much easier for the pikemen. I thought I had that fight, but I did not. Yep, so the pikemen definitely need to get down there.
They're big boats, small, little boats, medium. Wait, so no, small, medium boats, and medium boats.
So I just lost some of my best infantry, so that's making me really sad.
Okay, so small, medium.
Okay, looks like the pikemen.
Small, medium boat, and big boats.
All right. Okay, we barely won, but we lost a really critical bunch of soldiers. So we're still not looking that great for winning this game.
Wait.
And I just poured all that money into her, and she's dead now. So I just lost all that cash. So I don't know. Do you think we should quit, or do you think we should go on and do one more? We should go and do one more? Okay, let's do one more. We'll let them advance. Oh, they're getting closer and closer. This is our last hope.
Wait, is this the last part?
Okay, and it's another infantry, so, you know, things could be worse. But I've only got my lower level infantry. I don't have my high level fancy guys. My pikemen up there.
Well, one of their guys has a key on their flag.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they have the key to everything.
They have the key to victory.
Oh, yeah!
Oh,
But
wait.
they don't. They can just shoot everything.
They probably don't have the key to victory.
Only if they can shoot. Yes.
Yeah, it's too bad I don't have an equivalent of, like, the Vikings and the ballista guys, but I don't.
I'm taller than my dad.
That's not too unusual, actually, for kids to get taller than their dads.
Wait, that's not too unusual?
Nope.
Now I'm way taller than my dad.
I think if anyone in our family might end up being taller than me, it might be you. I don't know, I've got a little sister who's taller than me now, which is interesting.
That's funny. So which one of your sisters is taller than you?
Zaina is taller than me.
And she's little?
Well, I've thought of her as my little sister because she's 16 years younger than me.
So she's 87 and...
You saying that I'm 103? That's pretty funny, kid.
I am taller than... I am so much taller.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to replenish these guys and put these guys out here. Just because, I mean, eventually they're going to wear my guys down. So I'm going to rely on my archers to try to back them up. Hey, I think you should sit down.
Okay. I was standing on...
You're getting kind of restless, huh? It's hard to play the same game for a really long time, isn't it?
It is?
Yeah, no, eventually you get bored of it, right? It's hard to do that.
When you get so used to the... Then you stop playing. You get so used to the controls of a different game. And then, yeah. It's so bad. At the other bored of.
Yeah, so your characters are always, when you always assign them to a grid square. And they always try really hard to stick to that grid square. And they'll go up to like maybe 2 grid squares away, maybe 3. depending on how you count them. This is really a bad plan to have these guys down here. I gotta replenish this dude. But anyway, and so when they're fighting archers specifically, it can be kind of a challenge. Because the archers will keep running away. And so you have to keep moving your guys to keep up with the archers. Oh, these guys have been taking some hits. Let's,
Daddy, can we sometimes say oxygen not included?
Yeah, sure.
Because I love that game. I remember the picture I drew, and the person, and the artist that made oxygen not included.
Really liked it?
Yeah, because he noticed it was oxygen not included, the loading screen when you go in your world.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, she drew a picture of the loading screen of oxygen not included, and I tweeted it to the team. And yeah, one of the artists that worked on it thought it was cute and said nice things about it.
Maybe it was the artist that made it.
It might have been. I don't remember. Okay, so somebody is shooting my... Oh, I didn't notice this archer down here. This archer has just been picking off my... archers.
Wait, what? You both have archers?
Yeah, I've got archers, they've got archers, but he was like doing a much better job of fighting my archers. And I just didn't notice it was happening. Okay, so they're gonna run upstairs, right? Yes. Where they can get annihilated by the pikemen. Oh, nope, there were so many of them that did not go the way it sometimes goes.
You mean usually? And now house is on fire, making fire. Wildfire.
Okay, so we've got all of those guys.
All the animals say, yeah. So many fires on the
Okay, shh. All right. So how are my pikemen doing? I've got 4 of them. So I think the pikemen should go here to fight a smaller group of guys, and I should be ready with my infantry to fight a larger group coming up the stairs, and then I should have my archers ready to take advantage of them being distracted. Okay, these dudes are really good. They're kind of scarier than I realized they would be. Okay. So these guys are kind of deceptive because they're not individually as tough as the Vikings are, but in a large group, they actually can overrun you and be scarier than the Vikings can. Like once you can guard a pass against the Vikings, and they'll just never catch up to you. But these guys will swarm you like zombies.
What swarm you like zombies? I didn't know them swarm. What does swarm even mean?
Well, you know, when you've got a lot of insects in one place and they all move together, like it's like a cloud of bees or a whole bunch of ants running all over something, that's a swarm. And so you can say a swarm of anything. It means just a lot of them moving together like they're one big monster.
Oh, so like Bee Swarm Simulator, so many bees. You can just get so many bees in that. It's in Roblox.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. You have like, I forgot how many it was, but yeah, you'll have a lot of places for bees in your hive.
Okay, so we did say that was gonna be our last battle, and I think we've started to get a little bit exhausted with this. Like I usually I play Bad North for like a small amount of time, just like on my commute to work on my bus, and then I'll put it away, and I'll come back to it, put it away, and it's a really good game to sort of kind of fill the time with, because you always feel like you're making progression towards something meaningful, but each little battle is very small, and so you feel like, oh, it's really easy to, the bus just reached my stop, so I can quit whenever I want to, and I don't feel like I'm really in the middle of something. And so it's a really great game that fits well into my life. But I think playing it for a few more hours, I think would probably be exhausting. So let's quit for now, and maybe we'll go do something else. But first, let's throw some extra videos on the screen. Sound good? And where do you want the subscribe button? Over your head?
No, on your head.
My head? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that later.